All right, welcome everyone. How are you guys all doing today? Yeah, a little sideways action here. Now, listen, we got the bump off the bottom right here, right? Look at the RSI. RSI is just, golly, man. Our RSI is so deep. I mean, we are insanely deep right now, okay? I mean, it's, we hit and then we actually bounced lower. Right? I mean, our RSI actually bounced lower on the 12-hour. If that's even, I don't even know how that was possible. It was crazy. Listen, our RSI was headed down while a lot of our indicators were also headed up, right? So we have a look at this. This is the 4-hour here over here on Coinbase. I'm going to bring the 4-hour over here also in Phoenix. I mean, look at, we are going up. You have your indicators angling to the sky here, your stoke, while your price action is dropping. So our price action is dropping. We kind of lost the wind in our sails, right? So I had us coming up into this trend area, these two clusters of support bouncing off the bottom and then falling down. And we can't. Man, it's really, really tough. Now, you can get inside of here and you can actually kind of pull out an ABC count in here, but I think we might have, I mean, either we're just going to completely tank out and eat butt right here, or which I'm thinking is very, very possible, down to the lower target right here. So down into this orange band. It's completely possible. Look, we're kind of putting in a, kind of got an ABC, ABC, right? Or is that, or was that it? A, B, did you have that? Let me spread this out a little bit. You know, did you have your A, B, so your A, B, C right there? Now we're starting a possible third wave down of a fifth wave, right? This could be a fifth wave down. So your wave one would have been up here. One, so basically 1, 2, and then this would be the third wave down. Bounce up. This would be third wave here, ending third wave. This is your fourth wave bounced up, and you're coming down. Woo, excuse me, sorry. And you're coming down for your fifth wave right here. So you're trying to touch down for your fifth wave. That would be our wave 4 right there. Now, I still think there's a little possibility we can just eke out a little bit more. I mean, is this an A, B looking for a C wave possibly? And then we're going to dump down one more time. 4, but I still have this as my target area. I'm still looking. This is a catch, right? So this is the catch area right here. Fingers crossed it's as deep as we go, but I do have this down into the 4,800 range. You can go all the way down here into 4,800. It could be just a wick out that I'm looking for a bounce. So really nothing's changed other than watching these indicators rise up. Right, watching the indicators just kind of rise up there while the price is dropping is not very bullish at all. All right, so we're going to start to rip down. Let's just pull out our daily, right? We're going to pull out our daily and our 3-day. Okay, so let's take a look. So we're on a bleeding 9. Now, this is not a perfected 9. When your 9 is up here, right, this is not a perfected 9. Here's the problem. You got a 9 over here. You got a 4 over here. USD, USDT, what a pain in the butt. You see that you're arcing down on the daily right here. So your daily still dropping on USDT. On Phoenix right there, while you've got, it looks like you're trying to roll over bearish with still room to go. Look, you haven't broke the lower side, so there's still plenty of room to go on the daily. You're really deep. You're like insanely deep on the True Strength Index. Just shows you how this is the weighted moving average true strength index, and it is just absolutely abysmal. Same thing over here on Phoenix. This thing is just taking a turn for the absolute worst. But you also see your stoke has got legs to run down one last time before we get a bounce out from this lower zone right here. All right, so our ADX chart, let's take a look at our ADX chart. We are moving into the bounce zone, right? So we're moving into the bounce zone. We just crossed over. So we're into the bounce area right now, right? How low can we go? Where can we go down here to find our bounce, right? We found a, listen, you got one right here. You see there's a bounce there. These two are really deep. There's a shallow one, right? Let's come back up here. There's a really shallow one, but look, they like to do these double bounces. This little only kidding down, and then it bounces out, right? 1, 2 out, 1, 2 out, 1, 2 out. So we talked about this. There's actually a 1-2 out right here. So I'm still looking for this 1-2 out. And what this does, this second little dump right here, you know, this could be like a last little drop. I still think we're going to put in a double bottom, just like here, just like here. This would even be a double bottom right here, right? Up, out, and then down. Out, down, out, down. You see this? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I still think we're possibly going to see something like this. We're going to have to see how well this actually bounces out of here. But look, on the ADX, we're down here. We're finally getting super close. And my God, look at the RSI. Just unbelievable, the RSI right there. Okay, now, even though the RSI is super insane on the daily and the 12-hour and a lot of these indicators, right, that doesn't count for the higher indicators. So I can show you that. We'll pull this up to a 3-day, right? Look, I mean, ooh, you're deep on the 3-day, but you guys know you can break this, right? Let's take a look at the weekly. Weekly still got a long way to go to get down to 0 or 30. I'm sorry, get down to the 30 range. So you got a long way. Boy, are we deep on the RSI. Now, this doesn't go back that far. That's the problem with MEX right here. MEX just doesn't have the history to it. All right, so we just don't have the history over here on MEX. So we're going to leave this out to the daily. I'm going to crush this back up. And we're just going to take a look at bleeding 9 over here. This was a really nice bearish possible candle to turn around. It was a good bounce candle, and we just couldn't get it. Now, we did put in sort of a spinning top candle. This is a little bullish. This is a little bit bullish here, and now could be calling a potential reversal, but like, there we go. We're just continuing to fall out here. So we're only, what are we, 4 hours into this day? 4 hours. So we just closed out a brand new 4-hour candle. Very bearish. Okay, so you got this, what would I call that? I mean, that would have been a bullish possible. That would have been a bullish candle at the bottom of a trend and just keeps falling out. Listen, these candles just keep getting blown out, the bullish candles, even on the high time frames. Now, if you pull back here, look at the 4-hour here, the 4-hour here, you flipped. Look, you were at a 9. You were down at a bleeding red 9. You flipped it one time, right? Just flipped it, and then you're going to start your count all over again if this thing starts to plummet. 6-hour. Let's go over to our 6-hour. Take a look at our 6-hour. So look, our 6-hour flipped. That's no bueno. Our 12-hour flipped. Oh, it's flipped so far. Look at that 12-hour. We do not want to see this flip. Okay, so if you're a bull, this flippening right here is very bad. If this stays a green 1 and closes out in 12 hours, it'll basically wipe out that red 9, which we're using for an oversold condition, and it'll wipe that out and restart the count all over again on the bottom side, right? So that's very, very bad. Let's pull the daily up. There's the 9. So you're still on a bleeding 9 on the daily. So very interesting to see what happens here. If this bleeds out in this higher time frame, this will be very interesting to see this bleed out down to my target mode here, right? Down to my target area one more time, you know, anywhere in here. I mean, it can I'm looking to catch this down here for a nice bounce out, right? I want to see it caught down here. And then we get one nice rip up and then a rip down. Okay, so there's basically, okay, so now let's go up because we did finish out a 2-day candle also, right? There's our 2-day candle. Bearish candle. So this is a 2-day bearish candle. This is not bullish at all. That just closed out. And then you started the new candle, which is still falling. This 2-day candle closed out. This is a little more on the bullish side, a lot larger wick. We did close, nope, haven't closed out a 3-day yet. So we got 3-day will be tomorrow. So we just had the 2-day closeout. Very bearish on USDT, not a little bullish on USDT, on USD. Okay, so it's good for that. We're going to pull these back over to the 12-hour. Back to the 12-hour. All right, let's go and take a look at our count. Let's look at our, here's my count over here. Right, so there you go. We're still looking. This is a 1, 2, wave 3, right? Wave 3, and I thought this was a 3, 4, 5. We're gonna have to see how this plays out right here. I think we're either finished the wave 3 or we're in wave 5 of wave 3 right now, which is also possible. We're either in wave 4 of wave 3 or we're in wave 4 of the entire impulse move down. Okay, so there's your targets coming all the way down. Listen, you're going to get saved on this trend line. This trend line should hold down here, and it's got a little bit of room to go. I'm just going to stretch that out a little bit, just like them, scoot it over. All right, I'm going to scoot this thing over just in case it decides to take a really big patootie on us. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. If this is a wave 5, if we're still in wave 3 and this is our 4, we're going to look for a snap wick down and then a bounce, right? So still have to see where this baby comes down to. Just going to leave that there. Stretch that out just a little bit, just like that. All right, let's next see what else we got here. USDT, just super weak, right? So we had this bounce. We came all the way up into the resistance right here, okay? And then we're coming all the way down, right? So now we're just coming all the way down with just no support here. Rising wedge. So we have the same thing over here. We have a rising wedge, right? This is a rising wedge. We're falling out of that rising wedge. Let's take a look at the volume. Now, this is actually bullish volume, right? So we've had... Actually, I take that back. This is bearish volume on Coinbase. Price going up, volume going down is actually bearish volume. Okay, so this is bearish volume right there. Now, if the price was going down and the volume was going down, that would be bullish, right? But because the volume is dropping and the price is going up, that's actually bearish volume. Same thing here. We just dropped one much more bearish over here. You see on USDT. Let's pull this down to 12-hour. Take a look at our volume on the 12-hour. Tougher, a little bit tougher right there. It's a little bullish, right? This one. So the volume's stepping down, but the price action was going up. Yeah, we're going to have to watch that. We're going to have to watch the volume very carefully here. I really want to keep an eye on this volume. So that's bearish volume there. This is declining, so this is bullish volume. So, well, we got one tick up. So this was a tick up. We're still in this candle. So we have to see where this candle goes because this is bearish volume as it's breaking up on Binance. We had bearish volume breaking up on Coinbase on the 6-hour. So this looks like this could be increasing bearishness on both those. USDT, 98 cents right now. Just absolutely no love at all for USDT. Same thing, same targets, and yep, everything's the same. Trying to get down to our targets. Let's go over and take a look at our next chart. VPVR coming down. Oh, looks like we're going to double tap that trend line on the downside. So listen, I still think we're coming down 70%. We're coming down into here. Yeah, man, it's go scary. All right. I don't really think anything has changed. Honestly, I'm looking at everything, and I can say that I haven't really changed any of my. I really haven't changed anything, right? I think we're still just where we were. We're just still bearish, I don't think we got a much weaker bounce. I was expecting a little bit stronger of a bounce. If we get a flippening here, though, this is going to be super, super bad. XBT, we don't need that one. All right, broke through. Look at that, guys. We broke through the bullish, the bounce area, right? So we just went through. So we just went through the bounce area. So if this keeps going, right, this thing could get real deep. I mean, we have some legs. This thing just keeps running like this. This thing's definitely got some legs. So we just got to keep an eye on it. It looks like it's trying to curve around. So it looks like this is trying to take a little bit of curve. Look, see this last time? It tried to take the same curve in the same area, and then it just died out. Now look at this. Look at how far this fell, right, comparatively, right? So I want you to line this up, though. So I want you to take a look at this. And this is, you know, we don't have the volume we did back then for sure. But I'm going to line this line up right about there. Okay. All right, so look, this last little leg right here, from here to there, all the way to this double little bottom right here. Look at how far this price action fell. So this is something, something you got to really be concerned about, because that fell another 28%. So from where we're at pretty much right now, let me scoot that. I'm just going to scoot over a little bit more. Scoot over a little bit more. Yep, 28%. So that was a 28% fall right there. Now, if we get a 28% fall right here, I don't think it's going to be that far. Okay, I lied. Don't look at this. Don't pay attention to that. Don't count 28% over there. Let's ignore that, all right? Yeah, let's not do that. That goes pretty damn deep. All right, let's just pretend we didn't see that. I am going to make, I think I already pulled it over for that. All right. That chart's not going to help us. Okay, so here we are. Look at these. All right, so here is, we got Bitstamp right here. There's our 12-hour. We're going to go back. We hit the very deep side. We know how deep this is, but this is a little bit better chart. It's got more length and the more history than the BitMEX chart. So we're going to pull this back on the 3-day, see where we're at. Okay, there you go. That's a much better. So this is, look, during the bearish run, right? The bottom, this is where baby bull Jesus came around sometime like this. But you see, you know, we're close, guys. I'm telling you, we're getting down there to we're getting way down there to a real serious bounce, right? We're getting down to that where we're going to find baby bull Jesus. He's down here. We're going to find him. We're getting really, really close, okay? But you look, there's a long way to go, right? The long way to go on this, and there's nothing that says this can't break the previous low either. Just a heads up on that. Okay, we're going to pull this back here. We're going to run this to the 12-hour. See, we did get a bounce. Listen, this thing can come all the way back down for a second touch if it wants. There's nothing that stops it from doing it. Okay, nothing that stops it from going all the way down one more time and giving us a double bottom and then bouncing off. Now, I don't think we're going to go all the way back down to the bottom, but like I said, I'm still expecting, you know, I was looking for just a little bit up, you know, just and then down, but that doesn't look like it's going to happen. We're just so weak. It's just not looking good at all. So we're just definitely not looking very squishy on the potential of bouncing out of this. Same thing, this is USDT, this is USD, just not looking good at all. Here's our USDT, which just shows we're getting closer to the bounce on the ADX chart. ADX chart, here's the 12-hour. This is in the bounce zone, so I'm expecting this to bounce up and then bounce down again. And Phoenix, same thing. Here is our USD. So this is our Bitstamp, right? We already see this. We know we're in here. We know we're into the bounce range right now. Now we got to pick a team right here. We got to see if we're going to get a nice bounce out of this. You know, last couple times, I mean, this is very bullish right there. But, you know, I'm waiting for this double little bounce in here. I want this double little up, down, sharp up, down. I'm looking for that on the ADX chart. Like, we still haven't made that little up, down, or up, down. You know, I want to make that little move. Make that little move, and then I'll know the end is near, and the bounce is getting nearer. All right, so there's that, and let's pull over the weekly. Weekly says Baby Bull Jesus came here. The cross was here. We're looking for the cross between the bear and the ADX. They are getting closer. This is really good news for us. Still putting my timeline. First quarter, possibly. Look, this could even happen into December, right? This could even happen into December here where we get this, right? Where we get that. Okay, let's go forward. Nothing. Oh, wait. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so you can go much deeper. Got a long way to go. You can go much deeper on this before we find a bounce down there. And just because it bounces down there doesn't mean it's a bullish bounce, right? Because look at here. So here, you're down here. Just because you're down at the bottom doesn't make it a bullish bounce. Because look at this is continuing down. You bounced here, and then you just fell back down. All the while, look at the indicator was, moving up, right? Higher low, right? Higher low, and all three of these pretty much fell out lower. Same thing here. So, even though this finds a bottom and starts to move its way up, it's going to move its way up bearish. It's going to move its way up definitely on the bearish side. So another just warning to everybody, just because indicators go up doesn't mean the price action goes up. Volume in the historical volatility, nothing. It just says nothing. Nothing has changed. This is going to be the shorts chart. Let's see what the shorts have got to say. Shorts and longs. Ooh, look at the shorts take a huge dump. Longs went way up in higher than they were. We have more longs than we had when we bounced. So I'm going to put long squeeze possible. Right? Long squeeze possible. There will be no short squeezing. There's no shorts to squeeze. Look at the shorts. Look at how low they are. The shorts are so low. They just dropped out again. Now, this is what happens when people are taking profit too. So people could be taking profit from their trade simply because a lot of people are looking at these indicators saying, damn, these indicators are, golly, look at this, man. It's got to bounce. So people are taking money, taking profits off the table for their shorts, which is super smart. Super smart, right? It's freaking genius. That's what I would be doing if I was, well, I just set a tight stop loss on mine. So that's all I'm doing on my trade. All right. But look, we are in a short, we're now in a long squeeze position, right? This right here is a long squeeze, right? I swear to God, I hear somebody say we're in a short squeeze position. A lot of room to go on the MACD. A lot of room to go on the Stokes. There's nothing. We're not at the bottom. And nothing has changed. Actually, it looks like the Stochastic is trying to roll back over. Right? The same, only the roll. All right, there's that. That's Stamp and Phoenix side by side. So we got USD, USDT. The only thing is this looks like it's trying to roll over. That is still rolled and headed south, right? Still got room to fall. Still lots of room to go. Look at that thing's got lots of room to go. Easily. This can easily get down to my target and bounce. Come on. Give it to me. Whew. This is our ugly chart. So here's our ugly chart. And I just put ugly. Right, I just wrote ugly over there. That's all I wrote. Bearish. Ooh. Look at this. Ooh. Come here. Come back to daddy. Wow. Okay, so this is very interesting. Okay, so we just landed on the monthly RSI support. We were not here yesterday. Okay, we were not here yesterday. We just landed on the monthly RSI support. Okay, that's pretty substantial because look at you know this is a support you just hit where this thing is acted as support or resistance before. That line, it just tapped it. Now, let's see what happens. I mean, we shattered this line right here. So we had this line right above it. We just went right through it like butter. But let's see, down below you've got two touches and then that last touch down below. But let's see how this is going to play out. That is pretty ugly. Your Stokes still rolled over. Everything is rolled over bearish on that. That is your monthly chart. We're now going to take a look at the weekly charts. Let's look at our weekly charts. Okay. It was still going deeper, rolled over. Look, take a look at this. See how we rolled over on this line. That we'd held it, tapped it, held it, and then broke through it, right? 1, 2, like tried this line 3 times and then finally broke south. So everything here on this chart is bearish on the weekly, including this bearish candle. That is still got a ways to go. Weekly. So on the weekly, everything is ugly. Right? So none of this is good. Okay, look, rolling over. Look at, there's your MACD rolling over and touching on the weekly right there. That's not good, right? You get these touches, and look what happens when these touches happen. You see this candle right here, right? This is, you get these touches right here, and it's just like boom, and it's done, right? You get these touches on this, and this is, I'm sure we can go back historically and find every time it touches, oops, every time it touches, let's go back right here, right? See, look, you rolled over, and it just went. That was February. This is the February rollover right here. That touch is the February rollover, right? We're about to touch again right here. So look, there's the last, then we touched again right there. We had this big fall here. So we had this big fall here, and we're just about to touch one more time. Oh, we're touching. Okay, let me get this. I just want to line this up for everybody. Damn it. I can't get it in there. It won't get in the center right there, damn it. Get rid of this box. All right, there we go. We got that. And then let's go back. I'm going to show the other time. Okay, so this is the last 3 times the MACD hold over, bearish on the weekly. Get this baby back in here. Sorry, trying to set the damn chart back up so we can all see it as it rolls. There we go. All right. Okay. All right, there's that chart. Okay, let's see what we got here. RSI. Ooh, look at this. This is nice. We're coming down into our channel. So this is USDT and USD, right? We're almost to the bottom of this channel line here. Now this can break through. You see you do have another line that goes below here, and we should probably add this second trend line, right? I mean, there's the second trend line right there. So historically, you've got this first one it's going to try, and then if it breaks that, it's going to attempt this second trend line. So there's your second trend line right there. Right, and I'm just going to do this. All right, there we go. Almost done. All right, nothing. Gonna make this chart. You can make this day short. Nothing flipped. It's definitely not good. Oh. All right, weekly BB's not holding. Weekly Bollinger Bands not holding. All right, let's do this. I want to go back. Let's go back. I just want to see if we have, how many times we have. Oh man, look at, I mean, look at on the way up. So this is the first time we've ever broken out on the way down, right? This is the very first time. Wow, look at that. This is the first time. So if you look at the top side run, look at that. It was all the way up on the outside the whole time. Look, numerous times. And very significantly, look at this. Like very significantly broke out the top at the same exact place. Right? Look at so look at this is very significant. Look at that. The same, look at, we broke out. The same came up and broke out right here, right in the same level. And then look at the long candle right there. I mean, you had a bunch of long candles here, but look at that. They're very similar to what's happening. Now, look at how small that little teeny tiny candle is right there. But look at the run that happens at. We've talked about the void over and over and over. There's just a big void right here. There's a huge void right below us. But this is very significant right here, how we did the same thing. So look, when you break like you can break, look, and we're only on a 1. So we're on a 1 on the weekly. Yeesh, right? That's just a 1 on the over side right there. So we're only on a 1 because we had a flippening happen right there. And that baby just took off south on us. That is not pretty at all. The very first time we broke out, I mean, this thing could there's just like this. You know, the bulls think it can. No, it can't happen the other way around. It needs to hold it. But when the bull's doing it, it's okay. When the bears are doing it, it's not acceptable. We're just not going to accept that. So that's a very bad sign right there. Let's just put it that way, okay? All right, so we got that. That was Coin. That was, who is that? That was Coinbase. Was that Coinbase? That was Coinbase. Okay, I want to take a look at Phoenix right now. Should be the exact same thing on Phoenix. Yeah, it's just the same thing. There's nothing different. Okay, so I just want to make sure it was the same. All right. So, yeah, so I mean, I pretty much don't need... this can come down into here because you got this trend line now. We're going to release this. I'm just going to leave. I just want to leave that right there. I don't like putting a bunch of trend. I'm going to get rid of this. Gonna get rid of that. Gonna leave that. It's now turned into resistance. Gonna get rid of this. Jesus Christ, 56. Can't even believe I'm printing these letters. 56, 26. Okay, just want to dial that all in. All right. Alrighty, let's go take a look at our next chart. Still the same, nothing has changed. And that's it. That's it. That's pretty much it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Everything looks good. Yeah. God, this is what screws me up. Look at Binance. Look at the money pouring into Binance. Right? This is shady as fuck. All right, look at the money that's pouring back into Phoenix. Okay, so take a look right here. You see the money that's pouring back into Phoenix here? Look at that. See that? And we're getting closer to our zero line. So on the trend line for the high vol, look at this. This is money coming back in. The chocolate money flow is ticking up. But, you know, it's like, what the hell? Where's money get? The bottom falls out of the entire market and the money flow goes back into it. Oh, come on. This is someone liquidating. So what they did is, this looks like a liquidation. So somebody put a bunch of money or Bitcoin on Bitfinex or something, and they're liquidating. They're doing something on these USDT exchanges, right? Because these chocolate money flows shouldn't be going up when the market just took a massive dump, 1,000-point dump. We took 1,000-point dump, but you're telling me the market is going back up. That's just on these two right here. Yeah, that's Binance and Bitfinex. Look at them both. See these both going back in the upward direction. This is money coming back in to the market. Very shady. I think this is USDT, and they're burning the USDT off. Like they're burning the USDT to Bitcoin, and then they're dumping the Bitcoin off to another exchange to fiat. I think that's what's going on. We'll find out one day. That's shady though. That's super shady. All right, there's the void. We're coming back down into the void. So just be warned. We're coming back down into the void here. Yeah, but why would it be? Why would it be going back in? Yeah, stabilizing the manipulation. Yeah, that's all I can think of. You know, there's just that's it. They have to be. I don't even know how they can be stabilizing the market. They have to be buying Bitcoin. They can't be buying Bitcoin. So even in big chunks, I don't know what they're doing. But they're to be the only ones. I don't think it's people who are putting their money back on Phoenix. We have a lot of guys that left Phoenix and went over to Bit7. So we have a lot of guys that were on Phoenix and they moved over to Bit7. Really a nice looking exchange. Same thing, they go 100x. They're leaving BitMEX to go to Bit7. They're leaving Phoenix to go to Bit7. So a lot of people are going over to Bit7. You guys should... Yeah, I think possibly they could be selling Tether, going to alts, taking the alts, taking them to a different exchange, and then liquidating them off of a different exchange. It's very shady, just very shady, right? You have a 1,000 point drop in the market. All I gotta say is you go back here. Let's go back and take a look at that chart one more time, okay? Where's that chart at? So the market falls right here. The money falls, right? There it is. The money falls, right? The market falls. The money falls, right? Even here, the market falls. You know, the money down, 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 right? Now, people had hope. This is where we thought we were going into our wave 3 to the moon, right? A lot of people were saying, this is wave 3 to the moon. That was the bottom, and we're going to the moon, and that's it. It's all over. And I remember there was still money flowing into the market at this time. People were still very hopeful. And then it just tanked out again, and then tanked out again, and then just kept tanking out. We just keep tanking the market out. But look at how crazy this is, that there's money going back into the market here. All these people lost their asses. All these people have lost their asses right here. This right here was people losing their ass. This is people who were watching CNBC to get their crypto updates on when to buy Bitcoin, right? All these people right here were freaking just got liquidated. Yeah, they're all dead. Yeah, all these people are just liquidated right now. I mean, you can't buy. So you're up here buying at literally, look at this. People were buying at 64, 63, 6,400, right? That's $1,000 up. We're $1,000 down. I don't care who the hell you are. Nobody's got $1,000 stop loss, right? Nobody has $1,000 stop loss. I mean, it's just okay. If you bought it at 64, you don't have $1,000 stop loss. If you bought it at 3,200, you have 1,000 point stop loss above you, right? If I bought at 3,200, I'm ready to jump out at 4,200. That's my stop loss. If you bought at 6,400, your stop loss is not 5,400 or 5,200. Your stop loss is you're fucking wrecked. Yeah, well, if they had 1,000 point stop loss, they just lost all their money, right? They just got liquidated. So I'm sorry for them, but I don't know what the hell this is. You know what this is? This is crypto Twitter people saying that we're going to the moon, and a lot of them were buying in like crazy. It's sad. It sucks, man. People got wrecked. Listen, we are close. We are close. We're in the bounce range, right? We are so close, peoples. Okay? Listen, we are so close to the bounce area, right? We're right there. Right? We're so close to this big bounce area. I mean, I really think we just have one more little leg down, and then we're going to bounce out of here real nice and, get a nice bounce. Even if it's 1,000 point bounce or 500 point bounce, we're going to get a nice 300 to 500 point bounce, maybe more. And it'll be awesome. Come down here, 48, 4,600, boom, and then bounce out of this. Okay? It's still my thunk. It's still the vamp's thunk, okay? This arrow, how did this arrow get so confused? right? So I'm going to take this, and then I'm going to move one of these. Not that, I want this. Right, somewhere in here, right? We're going to get something like that. Right, so it could be down here lower. But this is what's going to happen right here. So we're going to come into the bounce zones in here. We're going to drop down into these bounce zones. And then we're going to rocket right out of them. Okay, boom, boom. And that's what's going to happen. And then we're going to hit this resistance again. And then we're going to go... And then we're going to go like this. And then we're going to have a question mark. If I were a question mark on here, this is like one of those games you play. What the hell's the freaking question? Where's the search bar? How there be no question mark on? Oh, there it is. So this will be a question mark. And this will be a question mark. Right? I'm going to put it right in here. What do you think? There will be a minor bounce still? I still think there's going to be a minor bounce. I still think we're going to come down. I still think we can, it just, let's see how this goes. I mean, we could honestly just drop straight down here right now. There's nothing stopping us. I mean, we've already bounced up high enough, right? So we've already bounced up high enough. You've got, you got, this is your, you got a bunch, there's a cluster there. Cluster right there. Right, there's nothing stopping us right here, right? We've already bounced high enough. We came back up to that trend line. I mean, we could just fall out right now. There's nothing to stop us from falling out right now. Coming down here, bouncing this area. You've got two trend lines here, one way back historically to the south, this one going up to the top. This one heads over to the, you've got the February bottom over there. So you got this trend line, you got this trend line. This can come down into this cup area, hopefully, and get caught and then bounce up. And then you're going to get caught in these trend lines and all this historical support. And then you're going to have to pick a team. And then, but I don't think this, I'm not going to put a question mark here. Right? So this is the retest. Test of the lows. So this will be the retest of the lows over here. So down, up, down. If we pull out of this, then we're fine, and we'll have a beautiful first quarter. Easy call in the first quarter. Could even be early as December, right? But if we come down and blow through this, we're fucked. If we come down and bounce here and then lose this again, then we're fucked. And then we're going to have to look late first quarter, possibly. We're going to have to see where that's at. Yeah, the problem is you got to go back over to your weekly ADX. So the weekly ADX is really where you got to, this is it. I mean, this is a weekly chart. Now this thing could dump super hard, right? But look, once you crossed here is 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. So it took 4 weeks for this to cross really that low. Let me see where we're at. Yeah, it took 4 weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this took 4 weeks last time. So this would put us 4 weeks down here to the bottom and then bounce up and then bounce down. But it could happen a lot faster. This could happen like over 2 weeks, right? This took 4 weeks for it to get from here to the bottom. This, where we could, you know, we could drop down here this week. We could easily come down here, test 5,400, bank bump, done, and we'd be golden, right? Let me put, I want to do this. I want to throw. So I want to just do this. I want to get this. Okay. Right, there was nothing above that, right? The 100 wasn't above. We were below the 100, right? Yeah, I think we were. Okay, we'll leave the 100 on there because that's going to act as... Ooh. There we go. Yep. All right, everybody. Yeah, so that's it. That's all we got. I think that's it. Thank you all so much. I'm just going to do Bitcoin. I'm looking at all the other altcoins. Yeah, everything's the same. All my other calls are pretty much the same. Yep, nothing's changed. You just really got to watch out for, I'd really just keep an eye on, yeah, I don't know, on, let's see, where's my Bitcoin Cash at? Sorry, let's bring this over here. Where it is, Babu. A little bounce on BAB. A little bounce on SV. Right? A little bounce on SV. Nice little bounce on SV. Ooh, look at the gaps. Look at Bittrex. Look at it dumping. God, it's so fucked up everywhere. Look at how stupid this is. It's just every price is different in every damn exchange. What a pain in the butt BCH is. What a nightmare. Just a nightmare. Ooh, how'd the Dow Jones do today? Let me just check the Dow Jones real quick. Oh, nice little bounce. I just want to look at wax. ICX. I mean, everything is pretty much the same. Oh, God, look at ICX just hanging on by a ball thread. Zcash. Oof. Look at that. Oof. There's your support down there. Man, Zcash taking a beating. SIA taking a beating. 88 taking a beating. right? Oof, slide that over. God, everybody's just taking a beating. ZRX taking a beating. XLM, nice bounce, but a beating. Litecoin a beating. XRP a beating. ETH is holding on to support. Ooh, ETH kind of looks like it put in a double bottom right there. It's kind of close. Really close right there. See, look at Ethereum. Kind of looks like really double bottom-ish. Came up, Tron came up, coming down. See, I had this, look at that, I had this arc up, and then look at right into resistance, and then down. Yeah, VET. Okay, we got the bounce, so there was the bounce. Right, so hit the bottom, bounced up. I said it could still bounce up a little bit higher. And then there's our lower supports. Listen, it's all, there's nothing pretty out here right now. It's all, I mean, my charts, I'm just letting my charts play out. Doggy back down to support. Yep, still lower to go. Oh, Jesus, Lordius, people. I mean, look at this, just tanking. I'm sorry, Nanoers. Right? That's it. Just going right to my targets. There's nothing you can do. It just keeps going. Dude, Nano's going to be... Man, Nano's going to come down here and get close to a buck. ETC. Look at that. Came right up into the resistance. Look at that shooting star candle right off the trend line, down, bounced up, and then just can't hold it. It just can't. It's still trapped inside of this channel right here. Got to be careful. There's the top side resistance. There's your bottom side targets. There's your, you lose this trend line and you go to the void, and as soon as you hit the void on ETC, it's over. BAT just got a bounce. No problem. There's, I called the bounce and retracing. And Raven, look, trapped, same thing, right inside of this channel, trapped inside of this channel. You know, you could possibly work this channel up a little higher, but I mean, this also works pretty good, just holding that channel in here. You might even be able to go A, B, maybe pull up a C, D, E here as a different probably count. So you could also do something like this. Right, if you really wanted to count this bad boy out, A, B, C, D, E maybe. It's a possibility if it doesn't just lose. So here's my bullish A, B, C, because you know you're going to come up here into this area. D, E, right? So there's your resistance on your top side. There's your lower side target, right? A, B, C, D, E, something like that. But, you know, really all this has got to do is this all gives way. Right? This all just goes to shit if you, it goes to poo-poo. Right? A, B, C, D, E. Count. And valid. Nope. Breaking lower wedge. There you go. All right. All right. Everybody have any questions? Questions? Because I think I'm out. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Yeah, they keep giving it away for free. Yeah. Hopefully we can just get a little bit lower here and then pick up some nice juicy alts on the way down, and that would be my goal. Listen, I'm ready. I'm ready, peoples. I'm ready. Let's bounce up, down, straight down. I'm ready for all of it. Let's do this, right? We're close though, right? This is, and I'm gonna write it on here. Write it on here. Look at the 80x, you fuckers. We are. Soon equals all right, for the vamp, all of us at until 1 mil. Yeah, I think we're good. Listen, we might be opening some spots up in the channel. Listen, here's the deal, okay? Here's the deal. If we come down and bounce off the vamps area, okay? If we do this, if we bounce perfectly, right, I will open up a bunch of spots inside the packages and I will give a really big discount to let in 10 people. Okay, we haven't been letting anybody, we're channels just not open, so people can't even get on our Discord, and we've been killing it. And I will do something if we actually hit my targets, right? I will do something crazy. All right, I will do something crazy to say thank all of you guys for watching, and yeah, I really appreciate it. Oh, let's see, Litecoin. No, Litecoin's breaking down. Litecoin is below. So Litecoin is below the trend line. So there's our trend line on Litecoin. We've now turned this trend line into resistance, right? This was bad. So once we came down lower than this, we turned this way. So now you got to get through this trend line, then back through this trend line, then back through this trend line. So actually this thing should come down. Oh, it's already there. So you see this support and resistance. So now you got to get through this one and all the way up to this one before you can break back down, right? So you got it. It's a lot to go through, unfortunately, for Litecoin, which sucks, right? I mean, I still was hoping for a bouncy bounce, but we'll see. All right. Yeah, so we'll probably do, let's see what happens here over the next couple days, because I'd like to get a nice bounce and then, at least, I think we can get a come down, bounce up, get a nice 4, 5, 6, 700 point bounce off of 4,800, 40 down here. I think we can literally come all the way down here and then bounce all the way back up here, get a really nice bounce up, scalp a bunch of fat little baby alts for a little bit, and then short the living bejesus out of this one more time, make a bunch of money for everybody, and give everybody a nice good Christmas. We have a bunch of people having good Christmases right now in the group, and we want to share that with everybody else. So thank you guys all so much for everyone. I am the Vamp, and we are with Until 1 Mil, and we thank you all for being here. Thank you all so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Be safe. We got Thanksgiving coming up. I will be doing a Thanksgiving show just through the holidays. I'll try to do every day, including Christmas. I'll actually do a Christmas show for everybody. And on Christmas, I will probably give away some nice gifts to everybody. Give away a couple packages for everyone, just to say thank you guys all so much for being with us and joining us on the holiday season. So for the Vamp, I am out.